and then we will be ready for a countdown when you are.
Okay. So let's see. First, I'm just gonna pick an already made character since this is a new game plus. We're just gonna be playing on rookie difficulty since that's the fastest. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so this is Crackdown 3. If you've never played Crackdown 1 or 2, this is pretty much just a shooter game that's pretty much just like Michael Bay explosions everywhere. It's a very exciting, interesting game, very entertaining. And this is going to be on New Game Plus, so it means that I'm going to be just playing on a fresh world with an already existing maxed out agent. So I'm going to have the ability to travel, jump,
we need to
move
shut
as
down the
fast as I
propaganda
can.
they're feeding
I'm
the
gonna
refugees.
have my
And
strength
the force
maxed
fields
out.
they use to contain them in the outlands.
My shooting,
Best way to do
all
that?
maxed out. Driving, don't really drive in this category.
Berg is our first target.
And most of the
Now
boss
that Terra
fights in
Nova
this
knows you're
category
here, they'll be increasing their
very
defenses.
simple since it's New Game
Stay
Plus.
alert.
So what I'm doing right now is just one of the main movement techniques that is going to be throughout this run is me placing down a launch pad and rolling into it because you get some really weird, really fast speed boost off of the launch pad once you roll into it. So I'm going to be doing that a lot. Kind of like that. And so here's the boss fight and this boss fight. That's the tutorial boss fight. Kind of, if you're playing New Game,
Terra
not
Nova
New
is
Game
using
Plus, I
local
kind
mo-
of supposed to show you generally how to do or how to advance through the game because it kind of makes you do that whatever the objective was before, getting to Wilhelmsburg, and then like deactivating something. Like for this one right
Don't
here,
see many refugees at that
and
monorail
this isn't
station.
gonna unlock a boss
But
fight
we should
afterwards
still
because
shut it down just
the
in
game
case.
has it set into where like
See
you
if you
do a
can
bunch
draw
of
out the
different
AI station
objectives
master.
before it unlocks.
Then
So I'm gonna blow that dude up. I'm gonna play this cutscene. Skip all
The
cutscenes.
monorail network on New Providence.
So that's
is run-
Roxy. That's one of the
Hey,
main bosses
good
in
news.
the game.
While you were taking that
But in
monorail
order to
station,
fight
I
Roxy, I'm
heard from
gonna
the
need
militia.
to destroy
They reached the refugees before Terra Nova.
Good.
5
Then we can
total
focus on
monorail
dismantling the
stations,
rest of the enemy's distribution
and
network.
all the bosses
But
have
be ready,
specific
Agent. They won't make it easy.
things that you're supposed to do. Like for Roxy, I have to destroy all the
enforcers roll out oppression from
monorail
his vehicle
stations,
lockups.
and then in order for
Take
me
out
to
the transport, and we
fight-
can mobilize them.
I think it's Sorensen and Nagata. I have to
According
destroy
to
all these
agency intel, Liv Soren.
like,
Now that they know where
agency
you
lockup
are, Agent, they'll be
stations or whatever.
scrambling more hit squads to hunt you down. So watch your back and take them out first.
Robot loaders. They'll hit you with anything they can throw.
Yeah, since this is on easy, the easiest difficulty, all the bosses only require like one blast of rocket launcher.
Okay.
And as far as I
See you're near
know,
one of
this
Nova's
is the
chemical
best
sites. Part of
loadout
the toxic
to have,
industrial
where you have a
network.
decimator,
It
rocket
needs to
launcher,
go.
and then a pulse beam.
No bones about it.
And the pulse beam is used for a bunch of kind of the electricity-based objectives, which I'll point out later when we get to another one. I think there's one right after this one that's electricity-based.
Kate is a genius.
But
Just ask him.
when you use the
I'm
pulse
tapping
beam,
into the chem network's
you're able
monitoring
to
system. And pressure is
trigger
already surging
it
through the pipelines.
instead of like having to go up there
Next facility
and
you hit should be
this one
ripe
right
to
here.
pop.
It'll
So I'll
also
just
be better to
shoot it instead of having to go up there
Brace
and
for
like tag
more
it
fun.
myself, touch it.
All right.
Vehicle lockups. Just go in there, disable the force field, and blow up the vehicles.
Burn them! Burn them all!
Logistics clipper flying in.
So I believe there's 3 different like
Okay.
areas. There's like
That's-
this monorail, electricity.
Good work. Knocking out Terra Nova's infrastructure will take the
boss,
shackles
then
off
there's the,
neighborhoods
like-
like this.
There's the armor or the defense.
There's the exchange precinct. Staging ground for
and then
local.
there's also
Enforcement officer
a
down.
We're tracking the agent.
Enemy backup inbound.
kind of like chemical
Watch yourself.
bosses.
Well,
And the first chemical station I'm running through is right up here. Or no, wait, I already did a chemical location. This is gonna be the second one.
Lock up those harvesters.
And all of these
Jam them good.
harvesters usually just take 2 rocket launchers. And then
Watch the
valve will pop.
vultures. They spit acid bombs.
You have to do this for every single chemical plant. They destroy the harvesters, destroy the... There's going to be a different type of chemical. Basically
Coming
just
up at a
destroy whatever they
propaganda
have
tower.
and
Nova's
You,
broadcasting more lies. But if we hack in,
blow up
we
the
can
valve
send a
once it
message to
pops up.
mobilize the militia.
I believe this... Or no, wait, there's one more monorail
logistics
station.
threat level has
I thought this was the
increased,
last one.
Agent. Quest is moving to defend his assets.
Yep. Reinforcements are inbound. Looks like you'll have stiffer
Still
resistance. Hero.
spawner. Easy.
The monorail network.
We'll just go right
That facility is toast, which means
Industry safety protocol.
So this is
your
another
industry threat
section.
level just increased.
This is like
You've got
I can't remember who's-
reinforcements inbound.
You mess with
Kai
the
is-
stuff. Vargas was bound
whoever
to
it
respond
is, but
eventually.
this is like their
Agent spotted. Transfer.
usually it takes 3
An agent has come.
rocket launcher shots if you time
Khan
like, one of
oversees
them,
Nova's
or aim one of them
manufacturing
perfectly.
operation. Khan talks, his people listen. I'm seeing troops deploying to machinery throughout the facility.
But these there's 2 chemical bosses that you fight.
Industry
One of them is
intelligence.
gonna be
You've got a level 1 threat in the area.
clear all these areas. You have to clear those 3 up top before you come down to this one. This one will only unlock after those 3 are complete.
Target lock on the agent's threat.
Got it.
Still got targets in the quarry.
And it'll count off how many more you need to do.
Our scanners
I think if I
picked up
don't
the
skip
agent.
that cutscene, it'll just say like how many.
Find all
Sometimes
intruders
it'll
at once.
Save it before the cutscene skip. So I think I have just 4 more I gotta do.
That's
There is an agent in my quarry. Grind the intruder.
That one will usually just destroy
Target
before you
located.
get to that
Kill
area
orders
because
confirmed.
of everybody else shooting at it. And those supply points, I might grab a couple of those later just
supply
because it
points
gets a
are your
little
friends.
hectic
Secure
towards the
them
end of the
all,
run.
and you'll have
if
more
you don't
ammo than you can
manage to
carry
skip,
waiting for you when needed.
The lockdown phase, which I'm still not quite sure how to do. But if you skip the lockdown phase, it's still fairly simple. But if you don't skip it, there's like maybe 2 sections later on where there's a lot of enemies, and it's a lot easier to die later on because of how many enemies are spawned in and shooting at you.
Burn it down.
So this should be the last drill that I have to, last harvester, drill, whatever, that I have to destroy. So So yeah,
Ready or
now
not, I think someone's coming out to...
boss comes in.
Sounds like that core is
Khan.
the heart of Khan's
Gonna
operation.
destroy his
we kill
core.
it, and this whole facility shuts down.
And Khan's in. You'll notice this is a theme with most of the bosses, but they're in like these mechs. You know, the mechs like in Fortnite. Yeah, those epic mechs in Fortnite. Am I right, guys? Totally not overpowered at all. So you destroy him. They'll open up the core. Sometimes you can destroy it in one go, but if you don't, then you just gotta fight him again. Lower his health,
Seeing
and
escalated
he'll open it up
industries.
again.
More gunfire and grenades coming your way.
So that's, I think, the second boss, because we did Wilhelm Berg earlier.
You hear that?
So that should be the second boss.
Exactly. It's too damn quiet. We just rode a bull right through Terra Nova's China
Just
shop.
come right over here.
How come we don't hear a whole bunch of smashing plates?
And now if you get over here quick enough, it'll delay a lockdown sequence that's normally supposed to play after you defeat Khan. And in the world record, he's able to delay that indefinitely, so that the lockdown never spawns. I'm not quite sure how that's done.
I love the smell of toxic fumes in the moon. Valve's unlocked. Show it some agency attention.
Boost over here. Yeah, see.
So
This is the lockdown phase that
not
kind of gets
good.
indefinitely
Lost
pushed
access
away.
to our supply points. Neiman's jacking citywide systems.
You got her attention, Agent.
And this is
Now
where
make sure she never
the
forgets
game's
you.
difficulty will kind of slightly ramp up, just because of how many enemies
seen
are
the city on
spawned in.
But the troops enforcing it have to go.
But normally you shouldn't die from how many enemies there are.
Sentinels. Great. All the combat programming,
Just last
none of the
guy.
fear.
Oh, that was it. So that, yeah, that's the last monorail
Agent,
station that we have to
our
destroy.
actions have caused a surge.
So now,
One thing
it's
I
basically
learned
just
in the
me.
agency, Echo.
The route is
There's
pretty
a
much just
lot of evil
going
in the
clockwise
world.
around the
We
island,
get to hunt it down and kill
destroying
it.
everything. Because Roxy isn't until you pretty much like completed the whole clockwise cycle. So I'm gonna just continue finishing off all these other ones in the meantime.
Threat level rising, Agent. Be prepared for heavy industry reinforcements.
You're getting under Vargas's skin, so she's going to make it as uncomfortable as possible. Keep this
So this is
facility
the other
online.
chemical
Press an
plant
order.
I was talking about, where you have to destroy cells instead of valves. Destroy those. Usually like 5 or 6 or 7 or so. And then you'll bust the valve again.
Keep it up. Hey, we've got industry drones on the way. We've got industry ground troops moving in. The city is locked up tight. Until Neiman's reinforcements are trashed, you're in her crosshairs.
So normally these all get destroyed in bunches. You normally only have to fire like one rocket and blow up the other group that it's with. So you don't actually have to destroy each one individually.
Look out! Nova assault bombs about to drop.
Terra Nova invites citizens to stay home while a threat is being dealt with. Have a pleasant break.
Watch it! We've got drop pods on approach. Hey,
Pretty
we've
much
got industry
introduced like
drones
all
on
the
the way.
different types of
Put your skills to work, Agent.
Areas that you
Bring
have to
the
destroy at this
boom.
point. So now we're just
Show Neiman what the agency can do.
repeating the process
Target
over
is
and
in the
over
red
again
zone.
until we unlock the main bosses. Here we're coming up on another harvester location. Just gonna destroy these ones. This time there's 5
Got
instead
industry
of, I
ground
think, 3.
moving in.
Maximum
5
threat
instead
level
of
reach.
2 or 3.
Vargas is on the edge. You got her riled.
She's authorized use of top-level units. Be on guard.
It's gonna take everything we've got. Converge on the agent's position.
That should be all of them. Just gonna go to the position here for the valve possible.
Kick.
Should be one more
Scanners show
chemical
single
plant that I
agency
need
threat.
to destroy
Deploy a full
before
squad and neutralize the
go
attack.
against the other chemical boss. So now
These are some of Terra
I'm gonna go
Nova's
and take out a
best
couple of
Hey,
enforcer
got industry drones on the way.
areas.
Let's see who survives.
One right over here.
Terra Nova invites citizens to stay.
Got industry ground crew moving in.
Have a pleasant break.
This is a threat level.
I'll probably grab a
We've got them on the...
supply point just in case I die here. There's a very slim chance that it'll happen, but just in case that it does, I'm gonna make sure I have a supply point nearby
Nova's tracking your movements.
that I can
Eliminate Neiman's reinforcements,
to.
and she'll have to regroup. Give you some breathing room.
Yes, it's right over here. Yeah, normally you can't access these supply points during
Hey, got industry
when
drones
these
on the
Terra
way.
Nova raids are happening on you. But after you die, you're able to access them and travel to them whenever you want. You're actually not able to
Yes,
travel
incoming.
between supply points whenever you're stuck in the fight. But after the fight's over, you're able to enemies, you're able to
Converge
travel
on the
between
agent's
them.
position.
Or fast travel between them.
Watch yourself. They call them blasters for a
Right.
reason.
Put your
Cells
skills to
here to
work,
destroy.
Agent. Bring the boom. Show Neiman what the agency can do.
Just go wait for the valve to pop up. Alright, so that's the second chemical boss
Sounds
that's
like
now
Gaeta.
going to spawn in, but he won't actually spawn in till you're over towards him. Now we're just going to clean up these other enforcer
Got industry ground crew moving in.
areas over here. A couple more vehicle lockups. A vehicle lockup and a
Ooh, that's a shock to your system.
officer.
These are some of Terra Nova's
Watch yourself. Agata's crew is getting serious. Hey, I'm picking up something called a red flag directive on the airwaves.
Sweet.
Repeat.
We've got eyes on the agent. All units engaged.
Traveling over to this one.
Another wave of security troops headed right for you.
This is going to be, I believe there's
Terra
4
Nova invites
officers here.
citizens to stay home while a
Okay.
threat is being dealt with. Have a pleasant break.
That should have been one of them. One down there. I don't know why it's not showing up their officers though.
City is locked up
One
tight.
here.
Until
One
Neiman's
final
reinforcements
one
are
back
trashed,
here.
you're in her crosshair.
Now we can go and do the other chemical boss. The music during this fight is
Toasty.
pretty good. This game actually has a pretty good soundtrack.
That's it.
5 of these that I have
Routing
to
pressure to
destroy.
auxiliary outlets. Protect those valves, you fools!
Looks like another valve is vulnerable. Hack the panel. Take it out. I'll make
I have to keep looking down when hitting the
Nova's
button.
tracking your movements. Eliminate Neiman's reinforcements, and she'll have to regroup. Give you some breathing room.
There's
Another
the
wave of
second one.
security troops headed right for you.
Go for the third one.
Nice, Agent. Second valve, down and out.
This can't be! Isolate the damage! We can't
Sometimes
lose
when I
any more of
destroy
the
those,
system!
I'm seeing a
max
third sketchy-looking
throw
valve,
stuff at
Agent.
you.
Ah!
Mess up your hack
Still rising! Auxiliaries are engaged!
Teresa,
sometimes.
get a grip. Take hold of the situation.
Vargas, help me!
I tried, you arrogant prick. Now it's your turn.
Oh, their system is beyond fucked.
Damn it! The agent is too fast! Vargas, where the fuck are you?
Vargas is either cutting her losses or playing a long game. Either way, her man Kaida's cracking under the pressure.
Ah, the plant is coming apart! Everyone,
no.
defend that valve!
The dialogue during this fight's
Good
a
job.
little cringy. So the dialogue's a little cringy about things, but still all
The plant has been compromised! All units, defend me! Protect me! Everyone!
Gate's mainline valve is ready to blow. Hit it, and this whole place goes boom.
Alright, so this will be the last one that I need to hit.
Valve release.
So there's Keita.
It's a
I don't know
shame
how to say
when a
his
brilliant scientist.
So that's another boss down. Now we move on to completing the
No
Enforcer.
Vargas is volatile. I think she may have
Defense.
hit rock bottom.
My operation is
Bosses.
decimated.
So I gotta continue.
Chimera processing
I have to still
ground to a
unlock
halt. I
Liv
cannot.
Sorensen first. So in
can.
order to do that, I have to complete
Embrace
these
your
other
range. Tap the Chimera reserves and accelerate
Defense.
your enhancements.
like
Move
vehicle
forward,
lockups
ever
and
forward. That is how we will make them all
officer.
Vargas wants
Buildings.
to share her pain and make the world suffer? Aw.
I don't know how many
I
are
almost
left.
feel bad for her.
Probably shouldn't be too many. I want to say at least
Reinforcements!
4. No, I think 3
You've
are
got
left.
industry ground troops moving in.
Oh wait, that's
Another wave of security troops
Clear
headed
these
right for
ones.
you.
Nova's tracking your movements.
Yeah, and
Eliminate
until you
Neiman's reinforcements.
fight away the Terra Nova forces or whatever, the screen's gonna be this really like pinkish red hue until the end of the game. or
Terra
until the
Nova
boss
invites citizens to stay home while a threat is
Kind
being
of gets
dealt
annoying to
with.
look at.
Have a pleasant trip.
Ooh, actually, I'm gonna set up this supply point as well, just in case I die over here, because this second,
Rockwards inbound. Heavy reinforcements.
the second, or the last Enforcer area that I have to try to destroy is probably the hardest
City is
area
locked up
when
tight.
you're still in this
Till Neiman's reinforcements are trashed, you're
city
in her
lockdown
crosshairs.
mode.
Full force protocols have been on.
Security threat level is at maximum. From
So
now
yeah, like
on,
my
your guys
my
will
health
throw
right now is
everything
at
he has
critical
in
right now.
Just unleashed his elite guard. These guys do not mess around, Agent. Just kill them.
There we go. And yeah, there's a very high chance I'll probably die once I try to clear this next
Sending in
area.
their big guns, Agent.
At least I got
Make
that supply
Daddy
point.
Duck proud.
If I didn't get that supply point and I die here, I would have had to travel halfway around the map.
Agent located. Take him out.
So that'll open these ones over here.
This is a high priority alert. Agent is in full aggression. Take him out.
Open up another.
Put your skills to
Vehicle
work,
lockup.
Agent. Bring the boom.
Gotta
Show
destroy all the
Neiman what the
vehicles.
agency can do.
There's 2,
You're down in the area. Proceed with caution.
4. And that's the last
It goes without saying,
defense
Nova's Enforcer HQ.
thing that I have. So now Sorensen's
Agent,
available to fight.
That installation
Once I
contains
visit
one of Nova's
Sorensen.
island defense.
And then in order to
Serious
fight the other
anti-agency
Enforcer
fire.
boss, you have to
It's
defeat
heavily defended.
Sorensen. That's the only
Shutting it
boss where
down
you actually
would
have to
take a
defeat
chunk
a
out of Nova's security
other
capability.
boss to unlock them.
Tracking an active agency threat. Converge on my coordinates.
Nova's tracking your movements. Eliminate Neiman's reinforcements, and she'll have to regroup. Give you some breathing room.
I actually might unlock this other supply point right over here, just as another backup.
We have target lock on our level 3 threat.
This entire
I think the
structure is part of
Sorensen
Roxy.
fight,
Literally
if it goes
one
really
massive
terribly, you can die there
supercomputer.
too.
Make your way through the hub, Agent. Take out the main processing cores. Shut this system down, whatever it takes.
Pass this for a
Roxy's
second, just
secured on
unlock
the
the
top
supply
level.
point.
We want to reach her.
jump back in.
We need to take down all her processing cores first.
Logistics threat level rising, Agent.
One shot.
This can only mean one thing.
Bad guys incoming. Looking for you.
And then when you start jetpacking, as soon as you get into one of those air shafts or whatever.
I'll take those odds, and my agent
Did I?
any day.
Oh, I guess I did. But when you start jetpacking,
Great work.
once you enter one of
With
these
those
air
cores
shafts
down,
here,
you'll be able to
you
access
can actually gain a
Roxy's
lot
upper
more
level.
height. And it helps with fighting a lot more. But you can climb like pretty much all the way up to the top in one go.
City is locked up tight.
And I'll be doing that
Till
for the
Neiman's
final
reinforcements
boss,
are trashed,
or
you're
final
in her
boss fight as
crosshairs.
well. You gotta destroy these before you can
Drop the first support beacon. Keep going.
defeat Roxy. So those,
That's how you
Roxy
do
come
it.
down.
Dropping those
Roxy.
supports.
Quist is a control freak who's losing control.
Now,
Everything
going to
the delicate balance of systems.
launch
and
ourselves
people,
all the way over to
honed
Sorensen.
a pure science. It was all for her.
Just gotta do a
And
couple
they
jetpack
killed
thrusts.
her.
over
Your
to it.
devotion to a computer program is adorable, but it's in your hands to ensure her life isn't.
Right in the loading zone. Sorensen will spawn.
Check it. Drop pods coming at you.
Agent, I am going to have to ask you to leave the island.
High priority alert.
Put your skills to work, Agent. Bring the boom. Show Neiman what the agency can do.
Yeah, like right now, help is
Julie
pretty bad. So
Nagata
there's another
isn't in
boss
the
down. I
business
think
of
there's
corporate-
only 4 bosses left.
Carbine, every riot
Wave.
shield, every fucking mortar shell that hasn't been spent. I want at my disposal.
Just
Punish the
Nagata,
agent again and again. Turn
Quist,
that pansy ass blood fucking
and
red.
Vargas, and
He throws quite the
Final
pep
one.
rally.
Nagata's hunkering down. Undoubtedly surrounded by mercenaries and psychopaths loyal to only 2 things. Bloodshed and money.
These are some of Terra Nova's best and most violent units, Agent. Let's see who survives.
jetpack into the air boost, get a nice little boost out.
Agent, you're coming up on the security complex, and you're not alone. The militia's already
And also,
on
if you
site,
hit space,
kicking the
like
crap
right
out of
after you
Nagata's
jump
troops.
for the jetpack,
The
you get a little
revolution
bit of a
is
height
real.
boost by doing that, compared to like if you boost
Yes,
and then wait a little bit before doing
Keep
it.
coming, keep fighting.
Not quite sure why,
I want you
but it's
primed
a
and
nice
ready.
little boost.
These are some of Terra Nova's best and most violent units, Agent. Let's see who survives.
Come at me, agent. What are you waiting for? Good. Good.
Put Nagata down, and Terra Nova's security division crumbles.
So there's Nagata, Pretty easy fight. Down to 3
Heads up.
more.
Killer machines inbound.
Nova's tracking your movements. Eliminate Neiman's reinforcements,
Just going right over to
and
Quist
you'll have
now.
to regroup. Give you
Over
some
here in
breathing room.
the logistics areas.
Terra Nova invites citizens to stay
Hey,
home.
we've got industry drones on the way.
Have a pleasant
Gonna launch ourselves right over to Quist.
Welcome to the headquarters of Terra Nova Logistics, birthplace of the island's robot
Blast him.
sentries.
Quist
Then
is somewhere
there's 3
inside,
stages to this. You
making
fight him
more
on the
jet-
first floor, and then he disappears, goes up to the second floor. You go up to the
Quist
second
just
floor.
disappeared further up the tower.
And then
We've
after
taken
you
control
beat
of
him
the
the
elevators
second
and
time, we'll
energy
go up to the
vents,
3rd floor,
so you've
or
got
to the
rapid
top of the
transit
building.
too.
Agent, jump on that elevator now. Put your skills to work, Agent. Bring the boom. Show Neiman what the agency can do.
I'd hoped you'd be dead by now.
So we've got 2nd floor. So go up to the 3rd.
Okay, to reach the roof, you'll need a boost. Get to the energy vent in this section, and I'll crank it to overdrive.
But watch your back, Agent. Quist plays mind games. He may be running or setting a trap.
When you're getting shot by these things, it's kind of hard to jump up here properly. So we'll take it a little easier like this.
The city is locked up tight. Until Neiman's reinforcements are trashed, you're in her crosshairs.
Another supply point for backup.
Shit. No sign of Quist, no sign of dropships.
He thinks he's
Pretty
real.
easy. Now, after killing Quist here, I'm going to swap out one of my guns for a minigun. Just going to swap it back. Because we don't want a minigun. Minigun's actually pretty bad. And we're just going to start launching
Terra
ourselves
Nova
over towards
invites
Vargas.
citizens to stay home while a threat is being dealt with. Have a pleasant trip.
Put your skills to work, Agent. Bring the boom. Show
Just want to
Neiman
get all the
what
way
the
up to
agency
the
can do.
on top of this tower over here. So it's an easier jump over to Vargas.
Another wave of security troops headed right for you. Hey, we've got industry drones on the way.
See my shield there is getting really low. But it's all good.
You have
So
my
after
full
Vargas will
attention,
be
Agent.
the last
Yes,
boss.
that is correct.
Terra Nova's best and
Neiman.
most violent unit, Agent. Let's see.
So there's Vargas. Now I'm just gonna drop down here really quickly. So I'm able to
Agency threat located.
do that
You have
boosting
standing orders to
mechanic from
terminate
earlier that I was
on site.
talking about. Just jump into the slipstream.
Terra Nova
Just gonna
invites
boost all the way
citizens
up
to
here.
stay home while a threat is being dealt with. Have a pleasant trip.
All employees, Project Vitalis is under threat. Protect
And
the
then just-
delivery system.
This is the
Do not
final
let the
tower.
agent climb another step. What sort of
So just gonna
robotic killing
kinda
machines are you?
Climb the
Our
outside like
customer demands
this.
the highest performance. How dare you threaten my contract? The agent must not pass. Protect Vitalis, or I will terminate the employment of every last worthless one of you.
Nice.
The city is locked up tight. Until Neiman's reinforcements are trashed, you're in her crosshairs.
And then once you get into the final boss fight, this Terra Nova, this like reddish pink hue will disappear.
Please return to your
But you can't have the city locked on during the final fight. So that triggers the
Take a good look.
cutscene, and it'll spawn us up here. There we go.
This thing
actual
killed a
good
lot of good agents and a lot of innocent people around the world.
colors for
This
the game.
ends now.
I'm scouring Nova's R&D files, trying to find a weakness.
This
Great.
boss fight can
Until
usually
then, Agent,
finish in
hit
one
it with everything you've got.
cycle, as long as you don't mess it up. And as soon as I finish the landing blow on Neiman, it'll be time. So you just gotta wait for her to cycle around
Come then,
the
agent. I am not afraid I am eternal.
around that once. Yeah, I messed that up. Normally, if you shoot like the decimator at the right time and it destroy all of her
So keep hitting that tail, Agent.
like the
and
back of
take
her
out
tail,
the
all
whole
those
thing.
areas. You can shoot the head before she goes off the stage, does this animation, this attack. If you miss out on it, it's just kind of like a 2-cycle demon. And this should be time after I land this rocket launcher. That's time.
I refuse to quit. I will not resign. Do you
Huh?
hear me, Agent?
Yeah, that was time.
Resurrect fucking Neiman, and I will live forever.
Is there time to show off a meme category after this?
Now that's what I call a hostile takeover.
Time? Okay. So I gotta wait for this cutscene to finish before I can skip the credits. But it should finish in another minute or so.
I had my doubts.
And the reason
Hell of a team.
that I kind of submitted all bosses was because there's a lot more content
Someone who
in
knows
all bosses
things aren't
speedrun,
always what
since
they
you're
seem.
traveling to all the different
In the wrong
bosses.
hands, Chimera
But
crosses
you can
the
actually
bridge.
beat the
But
game
now,
a lot quicker
just
than
might
that,
be able to
because
harness its power for good.
you don't actually have to fight all the
All right.
bosses.
I'm in.
And then how long does that category take again?
About 5 minutes.
Oh, awesome. We got time.
Yeah.
So much potential, so much power. But don't worry, Agent.
So yeah, here's the tease for
Was just the beginning.
Crackdown 4 if that ever happens.
You are the end.
Good. Skip credits.
You pissed someone off.
Go back to the main menu. Okay. So I'll just jump into this as quick as I can. Let's clear this save file. Go in here. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.